so we're coming up to this one where there's a car in the driveway with the tree. Weak curb appeal, number one. And I don't like that little half moon driveway, but we gotta look at the house and see. We gotta look and see. Go in, let's check it out and see what we got. So it's so important to not only look at the comps on the computer before going out to a potential acquisition, but then come out to the physical property, analyze, and really get a feel for the neighborhood. You know, are those comps that you looked at on the computer and then drive those comps, then go to the subject property and look at it is exactly the same as what you anticipated? What's the difference? Why did that house sell for $100,000 more than this one? And you get out there and you see the curb appeal, the exposure, the size of the lot, the way it's orientated towards the mountain. That's stuff that you're not going to see on just numbers. So you got to get out there, roll up your sleeves, drive the properties to compare apples to apples. Or are you really thinking you're comparing apples to bananas or oranges? You want to compare like for like, okay? I can't take this house and then turn around and give it the same value as this house, for example. It's completely different, right? Different builder, different finish, different stucco, etc. So obviously this thing from the curb appeal looks absolutely terrible, and that's okay. You know, it's all based on price. Every toilet has a seat. It's just a matter of how much do you want to pay for that seat. So that's what we're going to analyze right now and see if this is something that's going to work based on the price that the seller's looking for, and we'll go from there. If it doesn't work, we'll come up with another price and tell them, here's the number. Zero emotion, just dollars, see if it works out, and that's it. Take out all emotion. Let's look at practicality. Let's look at the cost of the remodel. You take out your Excel sheet, you start looking at all the different variables from everything, from landscaping to garage to pavers to roof to AC to fencing. Every single aspect. Check those boxes, make sure you're not missing anything. You're gonna have contingency plans. You're gonna look at the numbers and make sure that you can make your spread, your margin that you're looking for, or move on. Zero. You're not gonna chase the deal. You don't want to say, I need a deal, I'm just gonna buy. We don't buy to buy. We're not a non-for-profit. This is a for-profit business, and nothing's for free. Time is money. Time is valuable. There's always another deal that's gonna make better sense if this one doesn't work out. So you just say, next, thank you. Hello. Wow, 1957 called, and they designed this house. Look at this thing. It even smells like 1950. Boy, is this thing dark and nasty. Nasty, look at this thing. Look at these records. Bohemian Rhapsody. No, that's just Rhapsody. Wow, look at this carpeting. I haven't seen carpeting this original since came out of the womb. Went back a couple decades. Look at this house. This thing is nasty. Again, I prefer, this is interesting, right? I prefer a house that's all original than a house that's kind of incrementally been remodeled that you're gonna tear everything out anyway, so you like trick yourself thinking, oh, I can just salvage something here. Here you know that you're tearing everything out, so it makes the underwriting process much easier. There's nothing that you're saving in this house. Zero, zip, everything's coming out. That's the beauty. It's even got the original stove, the original floors, the original carpeting, everything. You got some low ceilings in here too. It's kind of a small flat roof, small kitchen area, small dining, weird floor plan. I'd want to run and open this up. It feels very congested in here, very tight. Look, you see, every time you see a window unit, you know that their AC is probably not functional, just as a basic sign. Yeah, so the kitchen, so when you're looking at this, it's just so dysfunctional. When you're thinking about your remodel in this type of property, to change this. Even if you went longer in the kitchen here, with this wall here, it's very dysfunctional floor plan. This would be really difficult to enhance and change. Really difficult. So coming from the garage over here we go. Check out this ride. Oh, this bad boy's coming with the house I may be in. Do you think maybe there's some roof leaks in here? Maybe just a few roof leaks, just a small sign. General sign, you always want to look at the roof, see if there's any, peeling popcorn, paint, water stains. Pretty, visual. Look at the front of this garage over here. You'll see it all across there. All the different water stains. You can see the slope of the drywall up here as well. So that's a good sign that there's some issues. Clearly the garage door is not even attached. You can see that, it's just a manual door. And it's a weird garage. Even the slope of this you can feel is off. All right, so we got our garage, we got a weird floor plan, small tight house. The thing that I really wanna check here, because I know it's a full gut remodel, is the orientation of the lot. Is there any mountain views? Is there any sexiness that's existing that we can capitalize on? So far I haven't seen it. For the price that they want on this thing, it's a no-go. again, all original. Check out that toilet seat's original. Take a look at that toilet seat. Couldn't pay me to sit on that thing. You know how many butts have sat on that thing since 1961? Almost 60 years. There must be 10,000 butts that have sat on that toilet seat. I ain't touching that thing. I'll go outside. See if there's any toilet paper in here. Oh, 2 rolls. We're in a pandemic, but there's toilet paper. The price just went up 1,000. All right, rolling on through. Decent sized bedroom. Water stain on the ceiling once again. Up, here it is. This is what I need for my desk. Take a look. Genius at work. And then right over here, we got the Playboy bunnies over here. Oh, definitely not be touching anything in this house. Uh-oh, what's this one? The First Lady. This guy's collecting the Playboys up in here. All right. All original doors, some Playboys. Here is the master suite. You can feel there's some sort of issue with the foundation in here. You can feel it on here. Weird. Small master bath, little tight in here. Not loving that. Feels real tight in here, which is not a good selling point. So again, if this home is gonna be high 300,000s, this bathroom would not be acceptable for a $400,000 home. It's just very tight. You'd have to rework this some capacity. What I would probably do is, in that situation, anytime the shower in that bathroom feels tight, I would blow out the wall a little bit over in this direction, because in the hallway, when you come over here, there's always typically a closet. So this is wasted space right here. So if you come in this closet, you can capitalize, I'll open this up for you, and leverage the space to have a larger master bath. Right here, that would be a great use of capital, because the wall is here, you just close this off with drywall. You have a larger master shower. People like that. That's more important. You always have storage over here, so you don't need double storage in a hallway. So that is a good tip to leverage when you're in there. The rooms are decent size, which is good. These windows are all original. You got different bugs and living in here. Let's check out this yard and the fencing, and we'll be right on our way over here. Right on our way. Low soffit, so you're gonna have to run all new ductwork in here. I mean, it feels very tight. The hallway is tight. The floor plan's weak. This home doesn't even feel, I think it's listed as 1,550 square feet or so, but I gotta tell you, it feels tight. It doesn't feel big. Sometimes too, that's the other reason why you get out there and check it. When you walk enough homes, you get a feeling of how big is a property, right? If someone's representing 2,000 square feet and it's 1,500, you're gonna feel that 500 square foot difference. So it's so, again, so important. I will never buy anything unless I'm walking the property. Let's go head out here and check out the orientation of this lot, see what's up in here, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Oh, look at the webs in here. Nasty. Ladies first, I guess that's me. Yeah, so we got, show me the mountain views back here. 0. All new, I mean, this fencing is all nasty. There's a pool off there, it's a weird orientation. This thing's just a loser. Look at the roof, you can tell that it needs a new roof. I mean, it's just bad. Look at the fascia. This thing is just ill-maintained. Everything's got to come out. You don't even have a covered patio over here. You'd have to factor in putting in a patio for exposure. All new windows, new roof, landscaping up the wazoo. Guy's got a bunch of cars. All the fencing on this side of the house. This house is, listen, at the right price, it makes sense, but for what they want, they're asking way too much. No deal. Let's take a look at the rest of the yard. As we're here, it's important. So the other thing that's important is you can walk in, if you know it doesn't work already, that's fine, but finish looking at the house so you can communicate to the seller, the wholesaler, and justify where you want to be. If you just walk in and all of a sudden there's a renegotiation, you didn't walk the rest of the house because you're deterred because you didn't like the curb appeal, which of course you can change, or you didn't like certain things, but you're already at the home, finish walking the property, aggregate the information and the data so you have ammunition now to go back to them and explain why you need to buy the house at the price you need to buy it at. Without walking through, and it takes me another minute to look at everything, I'm not gonna have the full ammunition to then communicate why and justify the number that works for me. I'm walking through right now so I can justify, have pictures of everything, you're getting everything on film, and if necessary, we can go and take those pictures, send them, say, here's why I need to buy it at X number, not your number, and then we justify it. So create that ammunition, create that justification through pictures and through concrete data and numbers to justify why you need to buy it cheaper. Let's finish looking at this junk hole and go from there. Careful on this thing, this thing's about to break. Look at this thing, it's bizarre. Small electrical panel, everything about this home needs, you know, and when I talk about the Excel and the underwriting process, small electrical box here. You have this old GE box, not even up to code. You got a pool that's horrific. I don't even like the orientation of this. You got different fence panels over here. Look, you can see how this fence is about to fall down because you can see how they're holding it up over there. Clearly this pool needs a replaster, and the whole front curb appeal, everything about this is, I'm gonna give this one the straight loser, but every loser's got the right price. I mean, even trimming these palm trees, you wouldn't even think, you probably have $300-400 in palm trimming. You're gonna have, shit, $4,000 in landscape cleanup and, you know, just the basic cleanup and removal of debris and trees in here. These numbers start to add up big time. Look at the AC units that are coming. Remember I mentioned before, when you start to see ACs in the different units around the house, when you start to see that out here, you know there's a serious issue. So you're gonna factor in ducts, AC, roof, landscape cleanup, pool, full gut remodel, larger bathroom, some framing to open up the inside. This project, no joke, could run $70,000-75,000 bucks to do it right. I got the data in my mind. I'm gonna call the wholesaler and the seller, let them know, we out. Here to kind of finalize this little potential deal that I went out to review. I liked it on paper, but what I don't like is in person, and that's why it's so important to go out there and review every single potential acquisition that you have. Go through your Excel, look at the numbers, look at all the basis, add it all up. When you get more comfortable with it, it's easy to kind of do it in your head, but obviously in the beginning, I highly recommend bringing your notepad, bringing the Excel, start putting in all the potential numbers with cushioning. So they wanted $285,000 from me on this house. I even thought on paper, maybe 380, 400, and if I can get away with 40 grand, 50 grand, there could be a potential deal. It wouldn't be great, but it'd be right there. After walking it and after driving it, we're not even close. This house is gonna take every bit of $75,000, maybe 80 to do it right. And even then, I don't even love the property. There's a lot of issues. You're gonna have permit issues with the city to make some modifications. Everything from the roof to the AC, to the pool, to the landscaping, to, you know, modifying the curb appeal here, which again, I'm all good with. The house that looks terrible from the outside, that just means potential and opportunity. And I'm good with that. So you don't wanna just pull up something and say it looks bad. That's your job, is to enhance and create value. That's what I'm happy to do and I love doing. But certain things are not even worth fixing, and certain floor plans are just not even functional, and you can only fix to a certain degree and it's still not functional. So at the end of the day, if I was to buy this at $285 and add $75, this is a loser. If I get this house for $200,000, I would consider buying it. For 200 grand, I'll go through all the headache and spend the extra money, and I'll make, you know, my return that's needed based on that level of remodel time and energy. So at the end of the day, certain projects are a go and certain projects are a no. Guys, once again, thanks for following me on this journey of a potential acquisition. Not every deal is a buy, and clearly you can see that here. This one's, again, most likely a no. Appreciate you coming along. Make sure you take notes on your acquisitions and make sure it fits your business model. If you like what you're seeing, and hopefully you do, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and join the channel, and check out our other YouTube videos on the site. Thank you so much.